1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. That's the latest from the Goo Goo Dolls. Iris off the City of Angels soundtrack.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, Op?
Not much. It's Opie and Anthony. And we're back in New York.
Here we are.
That's right.
This is good. 92 degrees in New York today.
Not much oxygen out there on the streets of New York either.
Nothing smells quite like Manhattan on a 92-degree day. It's the sense, because when we left, it was, I think it was wintertime.
Yes.
And that was the last time I was in.
Right.
And the cold weather kind of covers up the fragrance of stacked garbage. Some of those corners, those dark hid-away corners that some people are using as bathrooms.
Yeah.
There's a bouquet that just kind of floats off of the stoops and stairways.
But you know something? You gotta love it, right?
Yeah, it's New York. You know you're in New York.
That's true. Oh, I gotta tell you, I gotta say hi to everyone I met in Central Park last night. I've been spending the last 2 weeks rollerblading in the park, and man, so many nice people out there. But I am serious.
What part are you playing?
Dude, the mayor has cleaned up the park. It's a fun place now.
Herr Giuliani has done a fine job. You're right.
Yes, but it kind of sucked last night. We're around 72nd Street, and we got stuck behind some road races. I wish I knew this going into the park last night.
I saw that. I saw a bunch of people with numbers,
right.
as if they were running a race or something.
It was like some kind of corporate challenge. So I'm hanging out with some of my rollerblading buds that I've met so far, right? And this race goes by, and I'm like, this sucks. How long is this going to take before we could start skating again, you know? And and then I look closer, and I'm like, wait, there's no women racing. It's all guys. I'm like, this really sucks. So that race goes
to look at.
Right, that race goes by, and then I start skating again. And 5 minutes later, yeah, baby, free fun in New York City. All of a sudden, it's another race, but it's all women.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
There's nothing better than watching women run. All right? So we're checking it out, and we're at one of the water stations.
Right.
True story. Only in New York. All of a sudden, there's a city worker with one of those city hoses.
Right.
And you know the first part of a road race, it's all the really good runners and stuff, and they're going and going and going. Back of the pack is kind of the people that just want to, run, right?
The guy like in the gorilla suit.
Sure.
Trying to make a statement.
Sure, all that. But this was the ladies' race. The guy with the hose turned it into a wet T-shirt contest. Jeez. So me and a bunch of guys on the side are like, yes, this is so much better than going to one of those damn theme restaurants, you know?
I have to start getting a little more athletic.
Yeah, well, me and Aunt have been in hotels for the last 2 weeks. I leave my hotel. Aunt doesn't.
Sit in front of the computer. Yeah.
Right.
I'll get out more.
You got him. Yeah. There's so much going on in the streets of New York.
I see.
All right, well, we're here. We're warming up. If you want to get a hold of us, the fax number is 212-957-WNEW. Phone line, if you want to talk to us live. Be kind, please. 212-757-1027. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives.
You're unbelievable.
Oh! 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, EMF, and unbelievable.
With a little guest from Dice in there, when it used to be relevant, Opie. That's when I used to be a star. I could get into a club and knock him dead, Opie.
Yeah, what happened to you, Dice?
I don't know. Now I don't even get through the jokes no more. I go hickory-dickory-dock.
Last time I saw Dice, that's what he did. He doesn't even do his act anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He just kind of starts it off and figures everyone knows it, so why bother?
So I'm online with this chick at the bank, and I...
Wait a minute. Wasn't there more to that, Dice?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm smoking a cigarette. This chick comes up to me, and I say...
What?
Yeah.
What, Dice? Well, there's a sign of the apocalypse, I think, in the paper.
What do you mean?
The Amish are on coke. That's got to be a sign of the end of the world.
You think?
I think so.
That is a great story, though.
There is an Amish guy. He's buying coke from a biker.
Right.
Which is strange enough, but then he turns around and he's selling it at these little Amish youth meetings.
Right.
And I want to know how the cops caught him. I hope, for the guy's sake, it wasn't a composite sketch. Because, wow, look, there he is. Wow, that was quick. The first guy we got. And it's him. Oh, there he is.
Now, what was the composite sketch?
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
What did the sketch look like?
Yeah, really. White male, bearded, black hat. Be on the lookout.
Right.
He was last seen fleeing in a horse and buggy. We pursued him for 18 seconds. Caught him. Cops. Amish cops.
Right.
That I've got to see.
I'd rather see that than the Magic Hour.
Oh, jeez. We saw the Tragic Hour. We saw that last night.
Well, me and Anthony are, we're in hotels in New York, and we figured out how to cure our insomnia.
Yeah, if you're feeling a little tired, like you want to sleep but you can't,
right?
Turn on the Magic Hour.
It's tragic.
It should be the Tragic Hour, right? I don't know who's doing the comedy writing for that.
It is so bad that it's fun to watch.
It's cringe. That's what it is.
Sure.
You start watching and you're like, ooh, because he's like, and now the next guest we got on air is what? What did he say? Did he say the next guest?
Right.
Well, he's going with Danny DeVito. Well, it's about what? Danny, who? What? Check it out. It is funny.
Sure, of course.
Not the way it's meant to be.
Hey, are we getting any faxes yet, Max? Nope. No faxes. Great.
212-957-WNEW.
Yeah, welcome us to NEW. That would be very nice. By the way, it's Opie and Anthony. And the phone line is 212-757-1027. I think we're coming back with some Radiohead. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Here's Radiohead, Karma Police. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. U2 from Joshua Tree. Before that, Radiohead from OK Computer and Karma Police. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hola.
Getting lots and lots of phone calls from all our old pals. This is kind of neat. It's like a homecoming, huh?
It certainly is. And faxes.
Also, yeah, speaking of faxes, I want to say hi to Vince Skelsa.
Yeah, he faxed in a welcome.
He faxed us a welcome to NEW, best wishes. That is so cool. It's so weird to be here because, just like everyone in New York, I grew up listening to NEW.
Legendary station.
And just to be walking around in these hallways the last 2 weeks and hanging out with Scott Muni and Carol Miller, it's just been surreal.
Scott's got some cool stories he just doesn't tell on the air.
No.
And I'm not going to take the liberty of, telling these stories.
Right.
Maybe one day we'll get him in here and he'll loosen up and tell them.
We would love to hear some of those stories.
Oh, my God.
His Keith Moon story is priceless.
Yeah.
Truly priceless. So, but it's been fun so far, and we'll keep it going.
It certainly has.
Also, did you hear about this, A Day in the Garden?
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is going to be very, very cool. It's a 2-day music festival up there in that damn farm where it all started.
Yazger's Farm, man!
Yazger's Farm, yeah. Don't eat the brown, I said. This year it's going to be don't eat the brown Viagra. Times have changed, But 2 days outdoors, and Friday, August 14th, fine lineup. Don Henley, Stevie Nicks, Ziggy Marley, and 10 Years After. And then on Saturday, Pete Townsend, Joni Mitchell, Lou Reed, Richie Havens.
Freedom!
I love the Woodstock movie to this day.
I bet Richie Havens still has the same guitar. The one with the hole in it from the Woodstock movie.
Right. He puts his Viagra in there. But tickets are going to go on sale this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at all Ticketmaster locations. And right here on the radio, we're going to be giving away tickets to the festival all weekend long, starting tomorrow, right?
Very good.
Anything else right now?
Yeah.
We got to get to Bruce Willis and Demi Moore in a little while.
Yeah, the breakup.
The big breakup. We'll talk about that next, and whatever you want to talk about, give us a call, 212-757-1027. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Dire Straits, The Walk of Life. Yeah. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Bad Company and Can't Get Enough of Your Love. And unfortunately, I ran out of tokens anyway, so we'll get into that break on another day, right?
Sure. P-Plan.
P-Plan rules.
It's like Disney here in New York.
Well, now the Disney stores are taking over the P-Plan shops.
That's true. You really got to hunt to find them these days.
Times have definitely changed since the last time we were in New York, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're wondering, new voices on the radio. It's Opie and Anthony, and thanks for checking us out today on our first day.
How you doing?
Pretty good, actually. I got to bring up something really fast. In the NEW studios, we got a TV, right?
That's nice. I like that touch.
It's very cool. It doesn't get the right channels, but maybe we can work on that eventually. Yeah. But I don't understand something. Why do they show traffic reports on TV? Now, I know we were supposed to have these space-age cars in the 90s. Remember when you used to see those films in the early 70s?
Yeah, I remember that in school. You'd see, by 1995, we'll be flying spaceships high above the city's skyscrapers. I'm still driving a car.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but there's no Jetsons mobile going around.
Yeah, and my car doesn't have a TV in it. So why do they have traffic reports on TV? I don't understand this one.
And that's all we need anyway.
Right.
It's bad enough with the cell phones and the girls with the makeup, which is also a fun little thing. I want to know how the girl could work that scissor eyelash curler device as she's driving without maybe stepping on the brake and yanking her whole eyelid off. If I see in my rearview mirror a girl using one of those,
right,
I'll jam on the brakes just to see if she can rip the eyelid out.
Well, what else are you going to do on the LIE?
Exactly. Speaking of perversion, as you were earlier, Opie.
No, I wasn't speaking of perversion. Give us a couple weeks before we start speaking of perversion.
President Clinton.
Yes.
In his search for, I guess, fortune cookie nookie, is in China. Much to the chagrin of a lot of his critics, because he's going to actually be visiting Tiananmen Square, the site of that uprising in '89.
Yes.
That the Chinese really kind of massacred some people there. But he's going to go there for a big ceremony.
I think he's there already, actually, dude.
Not in Tiananmen Square. He's in China, though.
All right.
And a couple of questions. I just wish we could contact him. Got a question I'd love to ask him.
Well, what a coincidence.
What, Opie?
I thought it was going to take 6 to 8 months before we had some high-profile celebrities on our show.
Don't tell me. You've actually got the president on the phone.
I sure do, Anthony. Hey, President Clinton.
Hello, Opie. Hello, Anthony.
What's going on? You're in China, I hear.
I'm here in China spreading goodwill.
Now, I got a problem with this.
What's the problem?
There's not a lot of people in China that speak English, so how are you communicating with the people?
Well, I'm going to have a Chinese interpreter that I take with me. His name is Dong.
Wait a minute. Your Chinese interpreter, his name is Dong?
Yes, my Dong. His name. My Chinese interpreter. I wouldn't dream of coming to China without my Dong.
Come on.
Yes, the Chinese people will know what I'm about through my Dong.
Now, President Clinton, will this interpreter be helping you with any policy makings over there in China?
No, he's strictly an interpreter. As soon as my dong starts thinking for me, that's when I get in trouble.
I see, okay.
Some people say that there's a better choice of interpreters out there, but I got to tell you, I stand behind my dong.
All right, Mr. Clinton, we'll let you go, okay?
Thank you.
Have fun in China with your dong.
God bless you.
Okay.
Wow.
And there he goes, the president himself.
Is that an exclusive?
I do believe no other radio station is talking to the president right now. Speaking of the president, Monica Lewinsky was in town.
She was.
Last night.
I think that's why Bill went to China. He's like, where is the furthest point on the globe away from her? China, Bill. Book a flight. Fuel up the jet.
Guess where Monica Lewinsky ate? You can't write better comedy than this.
In New York.
Yeah, she ate at Mr. Chow's on East 57th.
Where else would Mrs. Chow eat? But at Mr. Chow.
Is that amazing or what? Maybe we could give that line to Magic Johnson for his tragic hour.
Yeah, call him up. Give him that joke.
All right. Hey, if you want to talk to us, 212-757-1027. The fax line, we haven't received any faxes except for one from Vin, right? Fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. I got to get something off my chest really, really fast, okay? I'm looking at the Patti Smith Easter CD cover.
Oh, yeah.
And this has always bothered me since I was a kid. I can't get past the hairy armpit that she has on this cover.
Yeah, that's a look that just isn't going to catch on with American guys.
Well, I'm scared, though, because Paula Cole, she's starting to not shave her armpits either. This really, really bothers me. I'm going to make a plea to the women of New York. I beg you to keep shaving your armpits. It's not a turn-on, right?
It's not trendy.
I hope it's not trendy.
Guys don't like it.
No, please. We beg you. Don't do that. All right. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Patti Smith. Armpits and all.
What would you say?
102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Dave Matthews Band, and What Would You Say? Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
And we're getting a lot of faxes if you want to send one, 212-957-WNEW. And a lot of people are asking the same questions. Shoshana writes, to the new DJs.
DJ.
To quote The Who are you? I really want to know. Where did you work before NEW? Were you always a team? We don't want to dwell on the past, but we should let people know that we were born in Queens and grew up on Long Island.
Yes.
Worked in Long Island radio for a little while. Then we moved up to Boston. Did about 3.5 years up in Boston.
3-year stint.
3-year stint until we were asked to leave the fine state of Massachusetts.
On April 8th, 1998, Opie and Anthony were asked to leave the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That request came from Boston's mayor.
Well, we kind of pulled a little April Fool's prank that went horribly wrong. Yeah. But what do you expect from a state that, used to burn witches, so...
Yeah, there's plenty of things that have been banned in Boston. Right. We're just another one of them.
That's right.
I mean, didn't they dump the Babe?
Yes, they did.
Babe Ruth.
They dumped the Babe.
Yeah.
So now you're stuck with us.
And then us. Yeah, we said the mayor was dead.
It was stupid, but...
It was, but it comes from the land of the Kennedys.
Right.
Where if you're a Kennedy, I guess, it's okay if you kill somebody. But just don't say that someone's dead when they're really not.
Exactly.
So
they escorted us to the Connecticut border, and here we are back in New York.
The Connecticut state line said,
right,
leave.
Right. And then when we got into Connecticut, they said leave, and they escorted us to the New York border. So
you're not welcome here no more.
Right.
That was it.
But we do want to state clearly that we love Mayor Giuliani.
Herr Giuliani. Right. He's great.
He is great. He's our pal. So there you go. But
unless you're a squeegee guy.
Yeah. Or a vendor.
Which we might be after this week.
Yeah, or a vendor.
Yeah.
So, if you want to talk to us, we should take some phone calls today, huh?
Yeah.
We're trying to warm up to this new situation. If you want to talk to us, 212-757-1027. You want to play some Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
We'll do some Pearl Jam in a little bit. Stay there. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Pearl Jam playing 3 area shows. Unfortunately, all of them are sold out, so I hope you got your tickets for that one.
Sold out years in advance.
That's a wish list from the Yield CD. It's Opie and Anthony, the new guys at NEW, and so far everyone has been just absolutely terrific to us.
Pretty cordial.
Yes.
I got a fax here. Greetings from New York's finest. I like that. On behalf of myself and Transit District 34 in Coney Island, welcome to this great city. You now have front row tickets to the greatest show on earth.
Isn't that the truth?
We were sitting downstairs having lunch earlier. Some big guy whose dentistry looked like it was done with a lump hammer asked me for a bite of my sandwich. Right. Could I have a bite of your sandwich? No.
Right.
No.
Was that Gene Simmons?
No, we saw Gene Simmons walking down the street. But, no, it is quite a city. Greatest show on earth. He's absolutely right. We like the cops, too.
We're definitely going to get on the streets eventually and talk to some of these people, because they are entertaining as heck.
It's a circus out there.
Yeah, so far we've seen some cool celebrities. We saw Gene Simmons today.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we saw Mark Gastineau.
Yeah.
Is he still officially a celebrity, or has he dropped out of that category?
No, I think he still is.
Okay. And
you gotta give him that.
And our first afternoon in New York, we saw Tony Bennett.
Yeah, Tony Bennett.
That was pretty cool. and what I like about New York is people leave the celebrities alone.
Yeah, well, they got that whole thing where they kind of put the head down and just move right along. Gene Simmons, I noticed, it's 92 degrees out in New York. He's wearing leather pants. He's making soup. I don't know what's going on. But, Gene, cotton, it breathes.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
Enough said.
All right, we got a pile of faxes we got to get through, but if you want to send one, that's cool. Or give us a call, 212-757-1027. New band from Kentucky, Days of the New. The lead singer is 19 years old. He has a 4-year-old kid, and he's divorced already.
Kentucky, he got a late start.
The downtown. The Rock of New York. It's Days of the New. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Marcy Playground and Sex and Candy. It's Opie and Anthony, the new guys at NEW.
I was just enjoying some email.
Oh, really?
Some listeners.
We're getting feedback already on our first little show here in New York.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for all the kind words so far.
Kind words? Oh, kind words, yeah. Plenty of them.
Actually, I must say, I think most people have been very, very cool to us.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that, being new and all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got to talk about a day in the garden. We've been talking about this all day. 2-day music festival happening where, Anthony?
At Yazger's Farm.
That's right.
The site of the original Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Yeah.
I had one problem with Woodstock that I want to bring up really fast. There were so many cool artists.
Wait a minute.
What?
You had a problem with Woodstock, which was back in 1969. What?
Well, I was barely born.
As you're sucking on your baba.
Right.
Covering yourself with your whoopee.
Well, I was sucking on something else, but we can't get into that yet. No, but seriously, I mean, we've all seen the Woodstock, concert film and stuff.
I love that.
All the bands were really cool, except for one band didn't belong. Sha-na-na. What were they doing at Woodstock?
Yeah, there's like the cool hit bands of the time, and then Sha-na-na.
Sha-na-na. But the lineup for this thing is going to be very cool. On August 14th, we got 10 Years After, Ziggy Marley, Stevie Nicks, Don Henley. And then on the 15th, it's Richie Havens and his lovely guitar with the hole in it.
Yeah.
That you were talking about earlier. Lou Reed, Joni Mitchell, and Pete Townsend. Now, tickets go on sale Saturday, $70 per ticket. And don't eat the brown Viagra. Yeah, we said that earlier.
Do you think there'll be any bathing in the lake? Mud, nudity?
Well, last time I was up there, I was one of the mud people for that mess in 1994. That was cool. I hope we get to broadcast live from there. That would be something different, right?
Sure would.
And all this weekend on the radio, we'll be giving you a chance to win tickets to the 2-day festival. So keep listening for details, right?
Groovy.
Now, we are new to New York, but there are a few people out there that do know who we are. We're getting faxes. If you want to send one to the pile, 212-957-WNEW. Look at this, Anthony.
Oh. Butt plug. That's all the faxes say.
We're up to 10 faxes that just say the word butt plug.
I wonder why.
Well, can we play this real fast? I think this was the reason we got the job at NEW, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We heard they were looking for some people, and we sent down, some of our stuff. And
it's a little fun you could have when you just say one word.
Right. And I think this is the reason why we're here at NEW, because a lot of people are wondering. Check this out.
May I help you?
Yes.
And other software retailers everywhere. Get Guard Dog today.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Led Zeppelin, of course. Page and Plant playing 3 shows around the area. July 16th at Madison Square Garden. July 19th at Jones Beach. I can't wait to go to a Jones Beach show. It's been many, many years for that. And July 18th at the Continental Airlines Arena. It's Opie and Anthony, new guys at NEW.
What do you got there? I see a familiar name at the bottom of that phone.
Got a fax from Dave Herman. O&A, you guys sound great. Welcome to the team. Very cool.
Thanks, Dave.
And Vince Skelsa, he sent in a fax to welcome us. Carol Miller popped her head in. Tony Pigg's roaming the hallways, and he's given us his best so far.
Scotto's been in his office listening. He waited till we were on the air to check out what we were doing. And it's cool because if you ever saw Scott's office, oh, my God, it is like a rock and roll museum in there.
We can make a lot of money. Just put the velvet ropes up in front of his office, and we could charge admission.
And let people go in there, and, you could tell them about what the pictures are.
Yeah.
Here's where I was pretty intoxicated with Keith Moon.
That's what he told us today.
He knows. That's how it used to be.
I mean, how many people have a picture with Keith Moon?
Not many.
Out of all the people, because I grew up listening to NEW, of all the people that I was nervous to meet around here, I mean, Carol Miller was cool, and Dave Herman, and Tony Pigg, and the rest. Scott Muni.
Yeah.
It was just like, hi, Scott, how are you?
Legend, man.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't blow up this place on you.
I know, it's scary.
Because he goes, I'm going to be listening to your first show today.
I said, oh, no.
I said, please don't be harsh. He goes, no, I won't be harsh. It's all fun, all fun. I'm like, okay, thank you, Mr. Muni. I'm going to go hide in this corner for a little longer before our first air shift at NEW. Not too intimidating around here, huh?
No, not at all.
Hey, the management of WNEW wants us to do traffic. So, Anthony, the traffic report for all the fine folks on the highways and byways.
All right, the traffic is pretty much in the same spots it's been for the past couple of years.
Right.
You were in traffic yesterday, you're in traffic today, same places.
So basically, traffic stinks once again today?
Yes.
Okay. We need a sponsor for our traffic, by the way. The sales department is waiting for your call, right? Speaking of traffic, did I beat you to the studio today?
You did. It's, big story in the news is all the cars that are coming into Manhattan these days.
Yeah.
There's just huge amounts of cars. You can't drive, especially in the middle of the day. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of people want to get to know us and stuff, and let me tell you one thing. Opie, that's me, okay? We're both staying in hotels right now in the city. Opie likes to walk to NEW, likes to walk the 12 to 14 blocks. Anthony, the lazy one, doesn't like to walk to the
I'm not lazy. I'm just doing things right up to the minute, so I want to jump into a cab and get here. I'm online. I'm doing things.
So Opie gets to see all the fine sights of New York City, and Anthony, I don't know, he's in a smelly cab. And
I got to listen to this.
Hi, this is John Rivers. Buckle up for safety.
Great.
Hi, this is Judd Hirsch. I know a little something about taxi cabs.
Like, all right, enough. I heard that 8 billion times. Oh, this one.
Oh, it's the Catwoman. Buckle up for safety.
Oh, God, can you get some more celebrities, please? Enough. I've only heard those 3.
But about 2 blocks from the station, I actually passed your cab.
Yeah, I looked out the window. It's like, Opie.
Right.
Wait a minute.
We left at the same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
It took me, I think, 10 minutes to get a cab.
Uh-huh.
And then I told him where we were going. He turns the corner. Dead stop traffic. Oh, there goes Opie walking by. Bye.
It was a free ride for me. It cost you $10. You know, they had a story in the Daily News, what was that, 2 days ago? It was pretty fascinating. One of the reporters decided to do a little experiment. They went from one side of Manhattan to the other. Okay.
Crosstown traffic.
Crosstown traffic. One guy took a bus, and the other guy walked. The guy who walked beat the bus.
Yeah.
By a couple feet.
I guess they're not saying you're going to get there faster, but at least you'll be sitting.
Right.
That's about the only plus side.
Pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. All right. How are the rest of the faxes?
Good.
Yeah, right.
Oh, except for this one. Oh, good, and this one. And this one.
Oh, Patty Griffin. This woman is from Maine. We could tell you a thing or two about Maine, huh?
Yeah, sure can.
Can't get here from there.
Or there from here.
Or whatever. All right, it's One Big Love. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives, the police, and don't stand so close to me. That's something that everyone thinks about when they're riding the subway. Don't stand so close to me. You know,
especially you.
Well, I was just thinking about this. It's Opie and Anthony, by the way, and we're back in New York. And the one thing I forgot to do before I moved back here, I forgot to get all my shots.
Yeah, you go places, and you would think Opie was leaving the country. He gets sick at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, I do.
If somebody sneezes, it's funny because it's outside, pretty airy outside. If someone's 10 feet away and sneezes, Opie will, pull the shirt up over his nose.
Of course I will.
Keep the germs away.
Well, I'm just warning the management of NEW. I will be taking a sick day next week because I will catch something.
You're not spraying the mics, are you?
Not yet.
That's a big thing.
Right.
Like decontamination of the mic. I'm waiting for you to just come in a spacesuit. That's pretty much it.
Like
Hi, it's Opie.
Like John Travolta in the bubble.
The DJ in the plastic bubble.
I can't help it. I get sick very easily.
You do.
But no, I'm smart, though. I don't touch anything in public. I have learned to use these feet in a way that they weren't supposed to be used.
Like a monkey.
If I have to go to the men's room, poof, bang open the door, do my thing.
Everyone does that.
Flush with my toes.
There's also the trick you got to do where you wash your hands, take the paper towel, dry them. Then you have to open the door with the paper towel. Mm-hmm. Hold it with your foot and then do like a jump shot at the garbage pail. So you're not touching anything. You feel good about yourself after you leave and you go, I didn't touch a damn thing in there. Feeling good.
And you stay healthy that way, so.
And your vitamin regime.
What?
Which you take. You take, I would have to say, 25 pills every morning.
I take lots of vitamins, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
You gave me one.
Right.
The other day. One vitamin.
No, actually, I gave you B100, which is good for you, and some C. C prevents illness.
I got scared.
Why did you get scared?
I go to the little room to relieve myself. And it was the color of a highlighter that you use. And I swear I was petrified.
You're not used to taking vitamins, are you?
No. I didn't know what was going on. I could have turned the lights out and it would have glowed in the dark. Well, I was convinced.
Anthony, let me tell you about vitamins. I take so many vitamins, all right, that my juice is so yellow that not only do I get stains in my Calvin Klein briefs, my blue jeans turn green.
Do you have to put it in those terms, Opie?
I'm just sharing a little part of my life to you.
A little too much.
All right. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. Spin Doctors, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong from 1992. I got to mention, back in 1992, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song on the beaches of New York.
That was the summer song that year.
Of 1992, I do believe. I wonder what this year's song is going to be. No songs, stand out yet as far as that one killer summer song. Remember Come On Eileen?
Yeah.
That was a summer song. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, good song, but wherever you went that year, that was the summer song.
As you're laying on Jones Beach hearing Fudgy Wudgy Bars, Fudgy Wudgy Bars.
It's going to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what else I was noticing? Speaking of Fudgy Wudgy Bars.
Yeah.
I'm walking through the park, and you get some ice cream. Do these things have to be cryogenically frozen? It's like a blackjack. I went to take a bite into a nice chocolate Dove bar, which on the commercials is like creamy ice cream covered in milk chocolate. You're like, It was like a brick.
Right.
It was like I bit into a chocolate-coated brick.
I think it's pieces of Walt Disney.
It is, yeah.
They're now selling on the streets of New York.
They're going to thaw out the ice cream bars when they find a cure.
Right.
I was horrified. Broke my teeth.
Oh, by the way, it's Opie and Anthony, in case you're wondering. And we're getting lots of faxes and feedback, and people are giving us advice. Because we haven't been in the New York area for 3.5 years.
Does shut up count as advice, Opie?
This guy writes, dubious, 82. We'll get into the whole email thing soon, by the way, as well. It says, what's up? Just some advice. Watch out for the roaches.
Wow, we saw one last night. Whoa! On the sidewalk. It was like a chihuahua. It was like the Taco Bell commercial.
Right.
It was that big.
And I think an old lady was walking it.
Yeah.
See, a lot of that in New York.
Oh, look at your cute...
Also, this guy writes, and don't buy the pod in Washington Square.
You'll learn very quickly, Opie and I refrain from drug use.
Yeah, we're just wacky without the influence of narcotics.
Yeah. We probably later in the months to come will bring up past stories of experimentation with certain drugs.
We could very easily do that. Oh, and another thing we learned today. Don't let the homeless people take a bite of your sandwich.
Yeah, one guy walks up to me. I was eating my ham and Swiss hero, and he goes, could I have a bite of the sandwich? And his teeth just looked like it was dentistry by jackhammer. I swear to God. Every other one was missing. If he bit a piece of paper, it would look like one of those IBM punch cards. Those whole things. Horrible.
He didn't like me too much.
No, I think he liked you a lot.
That's
the problem.
Right.
That should be an incentive to stay out of prison, because that's the guy that you wouldn't be able to get away from.
Right.
In the joint.
That's the guy in prison that wants to toss your saddle.
Exactly.
102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. Joan Jett, I love rock and roll, and a little Clinton in the background as well.
What'd you do?
I'm trying to figure out
buttons and switches.
I'm trying to figure out all these buttons in front of me still. It's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for listening to us today. We totally appreciate that.
Yeah.
Actually, surprisingly, we've had a couple of people calling up. They want to hear President Clinton again.
Clinton, is in China. I don't know. I don't even know why the hell he's going there. He's really ticking off some of his critics for going over there, because their human rights violations are pretty huge.
Right.
So he's over there.
And Clinton supports Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama, yes. I met the Dalai Lama.
We did meet the Dalai Lama.
I was in Atlanta a couple of months ago, and he was down there. And there's not even mistaking it. You don't go, is that the Dalai Lama? The bald guy with the flowing robes? Is that him? So I walked right up to him and kind of looked at him.
You're not supposed to look in the eyes of the Dalai Lama, though.
Is that really, like, you're not supposed to? Because I did.
Because you might see, you know.
Well, he told me I will receive on my deathbed total consciousness. So I got that going for him.
It was pretty weird because he's in his robes and stuff, and all his followers that are with him, they're all in their robes. And he's staying in this really nice hotel.
He was in the penthouse suite of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Atlanta.
When you think of the Dalai Lama, you expect him to be, living in the grass in Central Park.
Yeah.
Not in the
with
penthouse
the people.
suite of a real nice hotel.
Whatever, more power to him, I guess.
What the heck? So Clinton's over there in China. He supports the Dalai Lama, and they're all up in arms and stuff. But surprisingly, earlier in the show today, we had President Clinton on the phone.
We had an important question to ask him, so.
Of course. So let's go to that now. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out today. We definitely appreciate it.
That we do.
You think we'll be back tomorrow?
I think so. Friday.
Yeah, we'll be back on the radio tomorrow at 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.